recently had our first cruise with Celebrity Cruise Lines, and we want to share a little bit about that experience.
So Celebrity promotes an elevated experience, and we could see that right away in all the different little amenities that they offered. One of our favorites, at least mine and Lexi, was the hand scoop ice cream. So most cruise lines have the soft serve ice cream cones, and they had that as well. But they had different flavors of hand scooped ice cream every day that you could get during different hours of the cruise. And Lexi's favorite, they had mint chocolate chip one of the days, so she absolutely loved that. They also had sunscreen and aloe out by the pool. They had toiletries. Well, all the cruise lines have, shampoo, at least most of them have shampoo and conditioner in the shower, but their toiletries were probably a little higher quality than most of the cruise lines. They did things a couple of the nights like little chocolates on the pillows. They also, another one of the favorites, at all of the dinners at night, they had different flavors of butter that they would bring out with the different types of bread. So we loved sampling all the different flavors of butter on bread. And those are just a few examples of the elevated type of experience that Celebrity offers.
Another one of the things that we really enjoyed with Celebrity was the boarding process was extremely smooth. And we had a later boarding time than we have had on previous cruises, but as soon as we got on board, our room was already ready. And with Celebrity, even if you have an early boarding time and your room is not quite ready, you have the option of taking like a carry-on bag onto your room. But it was so nice for us to get on board and immediately be able to go to the room and freshen up a little bit, drop off any carry-on items that we didn't want to take with us. So
yes, that was the earliest I think we've ever had a room ready on a cruise ship. So yeah, that was nice. And they also got us off really quickly.
Yeah,
like the getting off the ship was very quick. The ship also has a very modern, elegant design. So they had some unique spaces that were very aesthetically pleasing. Their library was much more unique than any other cruise ship I've been on. They had this game on area that was so cool. It had these tables with an electronic board on it that you could play all these different games, or you could just use it for regular board games as well.
So we love to eat, and Nikki's already mentioned the really good butter in the main dining area for dinner. But we think Celebrity maybe has the best breakfast and lunch buffet of any of the cruise lines we've been on. I haven't met many buffets that I don't like, but just with all the different varieties of food, I mean, they would have stations. During lunch, you would have, of course, a station where they were making pizza and pasta and other Italian favorites, a grill where they were doing hot dogs and hamburgers, a place for Indian favorites, an Asian favorites place. So just all these varieties of food. There were some places where they had like dips, hummus, different flavors of hummus with the pita bread, some soft pita bread, some harder pita bread for the hummus. They had one dedicated area that was almost like a gigantic charcuterie board with really fancy cheeses and cold cut meats and pickled items. So just the varieties of food. And at breakfast, of course, you had your breakfast staples. You had your traditional English breakfast staples, but then almost every cruise we've ever been on has like an omelet station where you can, pre-order your own omelet. But not only could you get an omelet here, they would poach an egg and make eggs Benedict for you. You could order them fried, sunny side up, or medium, or scrambled, or however, if you wanted your eggs especially made for you. Just the options were endless, and all the food was amazing in the buffet.
Yes, and Lexi was super excited about Indian food every day again. The other thing about Celebrity is it honestly is tends to be a favorite amongst travel agents to work with, just because they are known for making things right. So their customer service is really good. Those are just a few of the things that we really liked about our Celebrity experience. I would not say that there's anything that we really disliked. There are some things that we think are better or like better on other cruise lines, and just a couple of those to mention quickly. One is kids activities. So there were the least kids on this ship that I have ever seen on any ship. Granted, it was during the school year, but we've done several of those, and there were like 10 kids in the kids area. A lot of times Lexi did go to some of it and she had fun, but it would be her and 2 other kids. And they still had kids programs and things, but they do not have the big water slides and go-karts and all of that. The demographic for Celebrity seems to be mostly like 40s and 50s is the average. So I would say empty nesters type people who are maybe just happy to have a little break from their kids for a change. So again, we enjoyed it, but if you're going with kids who really like to be active and like all of the bells and whistles, the Celebrity may not be the best cruise ship for them.
And we, or me specifically, I really like playing trivia games. And on other cruise lines, there have been more offerings for like trivia activities during the day. Now, they did have them on Celebrity, just not as many as some other cruise lines. There were plenty of things to do, but not as many of those like song trivia, maybe a specific genre or book trivia, some of those kind of things. So not as much of that as other cruise lines that I've experienced.
It was probably more like artsy type activities, the things that they offered.
Or the casino, which we...
Oh, the casino was packed. They have a non-smoking casino, and I think they may be the only cruise line that does that. So the casino was packed all the time, but we did not use it.
We don't use the casino, so...
But anyways, those are our thoughts about Celebrity. And if you have questions about whether it might be right for you, I'd be happy to talk, or either one of us. And I would be happy to help you book a trip. So just let us know if you have questions.